Go.
Hi, I'm Faye Shanley.
Johanna Kaufman, nice to meet you.
Well, thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming over.
Yeah, it's been a pretty nice day out there. Have you been able to enjoy the weather at all?
Oh my goodness, yes. We're going to be playing outside probably for the first time in weeks.
Oh, super.
Yeah.
Well, this shouldn't interfere too much, and like I said, I'm really glad that you invited me, and I'll just be asking you a few questions. It'll take 10, maybe 15 minutes most.
Okay.
And then we can get back together and go from there. Okay?
Okay, good.
Super. So, your name's Johanna Kaufman. How would you prefer I call you?
Johanna.
Johanna?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you can just call me Faye. That'll be fine, too.
Okay.
So, you have just the one child?
Yeah, I have a 2.5-year-old boy. The cat thinks that they're children, but they're not. So, I just have the 2.5-year-old. So he keeps me pretty busy.
And his name's Alexander?
Yeah, we call him Xander, though.
Xander?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. Start hearing that just a little bit.
It's becoming common, I'm not sure at the same time, but anyway. Yeah, so, I mean, basically, I guess why I wanted to get together with you is just kind of feeling really, well, quite frankly, a little overwhelmed. And so, I guess I just need somebody to talk to who can listen to me and maybe point me in a direction, because I'm just kind of spinning my wheels right now.
Wow.
The way I feel like.
And I understand that you just graduated?
I did, and it's super exciting. I finally finished my classes in December. I graduated, and I couldn't wait to be done with classes, but now I'm on to the next step of life, and trying to make that happen is a whole different ball game that I haven't gotten into as fast as I wanted to.
Wow. Sounds like you've had a lot on your plate.
A little bit. It feels like it.
Got a couple cats here.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you care about your family and getting things going in the right direction, because that's a lot of work on going back to school with a little one at home.
Well, and there's a set schedule. When I was in school, there was a set schedule, and so it worked, but now, you know, now I'm at home all the time, which is great to have that time with him, but in the meantime, I'm not completing my goals like I was completing school. Now, you know, I'm sending out resumes and I'm filling out job applications, but since I'm not getting my foot in the door anywhere, it feels like, you know, how do I juggle getting daycare or lining things up in order to pursue getting a job when I don't have the money or the resources to do that.
Wow. So you graduated in December, and then you've been sounds like doing a lot of work, getting your resumes out, and trying to get a job lined up, and trying to juggle daycare, and...
Right. Well, and so, like, right now, I think I need a volunteer or internship somewhere, because I wasn't doing that during school, because I wanted to spend that little amount of time I had with my son. Because I didn't feel like I could take that load on. Now I feel like I have to backtrack and volunteer internship. But how do you do that? How do you pay for daycare with no money? You know, how do I pay for anything with no money? And so really I do need to get a job somewhere. Just how do you do that? I'm not sure.
Yeah. What things have you already tried, or what things do you thinking might work for you at this point?
Well, I was really optimistic and just thought somehow the stars were aligned and I would make a job the day I graduated. So, I mean, now that we know that that's not going to happen, now it's kind of what friends do I have available that could watch my son so that I could go to a career fair, or that I could talk to. I'm sure that there's resources for women somewhere to help them find employment. I mean, and just haven't thought it out, because I haven't really had the time. My schedule just changed with my son, and it's going to give me more time during the week. So I think that's the, you know, light coming through the window. But I kind of need some guidance and direction about maybe I'm doing something wrong, or maybe there's something more I could do, and I would want to be doing that.
Do you need to get that, or?
I would rather not, actually, if that's okay. It's just a telemarketer, and I don't even like being mean to it, so I just let it go. If you don't mind listening to it.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
So it sounds like you really have given it a lot of thought and have been trying a number of things.
Improvement and the home of the Shanleys. Please leave your name and phone number.
Let me just,
Hit the button?
yeah, let me just let me just sit. Okay. Well, sorry for that, but I'll just call them back later.
Okay. Hope that didn't cause a problem or anything.
No, not at all. Sorry about
Okay. So, sounds like what you're saying is you're needing daycare and you've been trying to get your work going, trying to get a job lined up, getting the resume sent out. It sounds like you've just been doing a lot of footwork to get things going. So, what do you, sounds like daycare is, what's the primary need? Daycare, okay.
Probably daycare.
Mm-hmm.
If I had the funds for daycare, or I had somewhere that he could go, yeah, daycare is the number one thing that I probably need to take care of.
Okay. Well, I'm so glad you gave us a call, because we have access to all kinds of resources, and usually there's something someone hasn't thought of, and it's just great that you're stepping out early. Sometimes it's easy to, you know, try to do everything yourself, and it sounds like you're really proactive in what you do. So I'm glad you called now, so we can get something going for you. So he's 2.5 years old, and you said they just changed the schedule?
Right. I share custody with his father, and so, you know, right now I'm just basically a single parent, and so he has them almost 50% of the time. And so I do have a lot of free time recently, just the way that the schedule changes all in a block, and so I have, you know, days on end where I can get things done versus try to spend time with him and get something done in 2 day increments. It just wasn't, it was just, I think, frustrating for the time. But hopefully this will give me an opportunity to really go out and do what I need to get done.
Okay. And that might even help to be able to access different daycares with having more in a block of time.
Yeah, I hope so.
So it sounds like it could even be a little overwhelming with everything you've got going. How are you doing with that? How's it feeling to you?
Well, I mean, things can feel however they feel, but, you know, at the end of the day, I think if it was by myself, maybe I'd be more self-focused, but I have a son. You know, I can't get bogged down. Then I just get stressed and it goes out on him. And so I've tried to keep it in check, but honestly, I think my support network that I do have makes a big difference in when I'm feeling really upset. You know, I do have people I can turn to as far as, a lot of people have family, have good friends, and so that's probably kept me grounded as much as anything. But I mean, they don't necessarily, you know all the options that are out there, since I don't. Just had to finally make a phone call.
Well, it's great you got a support network. Could you tell me more about it?
Yeah, well, I live with my mom and stepdad, my 2 siblings, and then my son lives with us. And so, basically, when I am at home or when I do have time, we just I think it kind of works to we all kind of are busy and we kind of filter in and out, but when we're there, we're good about checking on each other and seeing how things are. And it's just helpful. You know, if I need to, my son's in the bath, I don't have to leave him unattended in order to go do something quickly, because there's always eyes and ears and hands that are available, you know, somebody to talk to too, which is huge.
Oh, well, it sounds like you've got a good support team going to...
I don't know how people do it without it. I don't, and so it does make a big difference.
Do you anticipate having this, staying with them for a period of time while you're able to be getting a job?
Well, I think that where I'm at in life right now is that I finally figured out I can only plan so much for tomorrow, and so I'm just trying to focus on what has to happen right now in order to get to my next step, and then that's about all I can really figure out right now. And there's so many different factors that who knows what happens tomorrow. We'll see how things go and what needs to happen, what's best for, what's best for my family, what's best for me, what's best for Xander. There's just different, and it will all work out in due time.
Well, it sounds like he's having a good time up there, and again, I'm just really glad you got a hold of me, and I'll check on that and see what's available to you. and give you a call and double check
That'd be
on what's
great.
going on and get that rate out to you. And, would next week the same time work?
Yeah, this is always a good day and time.
Okay.
And if it doesn't work for you, then we'll just work it out.
Okay.
Just call.
And we can talk more about, you know, just even what's going on, how you're feeling about things as you go through this process.
Depends on what day you catch me, so I can appreciate that check back.
Well, how about if I give you a call tomorrow, sometime in the afternoon, do you think you'd be here? And then I can get you some phone numbers to start checking on things for you, okay?
Thank you, Faye.
All right.
I really appreciate
Yeah.
it.
So nice meeting you,
Yeah,
Joanna.
I'm glad that the roads are good. You should be able to make your way up fine.
Okay, well, you have a good time with your son today.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks. Bye.
You got it?
No.